Supreme, eternal, soul, rising, solar gems, solar family, solar tribe. Give thanks. We are here to represent. Give thanks for the time, the moment, and the energy. Always gratitude to the altitude. That's how I give thanks. So, first and foremost, welcome. And this video is pertaining to April 8th, the total connection pertaining to electromagnetism and the power generating within dark matter, all right, pertaining to the black sun, pertaining to the plasmic waters, aka the moon, and to the sun, the soul, that soul energy. So if you guys haven't been watching the three body problem, you need to go and watch it, right? And if you guys are not in tune to the show Halo, right, on Paramount, go and watch that show. Halo, go and watch that show, The Three Body Problem, because those shows go together pertaining to planetary connections, and the Galactic Federation. All right, so April 8th also represents the manifestation of karmic debt. Either some people gonna pay for their karmic debt or become healed from their karmic debt. Those who did evil upon this world and continue to do evilous things, wicked things upon this world, they shall be paying for their karmic debt, and nothing can stop that. All right, none can stop the time. So pertaining to the three body problem, which represents the plasma, aka the moon, the divine waters, all right, yeah, it's pure plasma, and pertaining to the soul, aka the sun, and pertaining to dark matter energy, Pluto, and aka the black sun. All right, this is weird. Check out Three Body Problem. Watch that show. So this is indeed a powerful electromagnetic energy pertaining to the underworld, things that need to be dealt with, pertaining to the plutonic energy and pertaining to the black hole, pertaining to um, dark matter. All right, you have entities trapped in that prison of dark matter, right? Because it's pure magnetism to those who fell from grace and become stuck in that magnetic field, into that magnetic energy. All right, so if there is no union, no harmony, no unison, it cannot be of God because it's not complete. So those who fell from grace and they're stuck in the magnetic cell, or what they would call purgatory, have the chance to redeem them consciousness, to redeem the soul, to redeem their action. All right. So those who continue in the loop of lies, in the loop of confusion, in the loop of karma, and fail to recognize the totality of God, the Trinity of God, the power of God, will continue in that loop and into that cycle. All right, who refuse the Almighty, refuse the principle of harmony, refuse God. Okay, so therefore they continue to pay for their karmic situation, their karmic debt. Now, those who are risen up into their higher state, into the state of consciousness, and want to change, want to go on this spiritual journey to become more of God, shall be healed from their karmic debt, healed from their karmic situations. All right, that black sun, aka the halo, the portal, is meant for that. It's meant to heal your auric field, your bioelectromagnetic field, right? Because healing begins in the spiritual world. All right. And you only can become healed when you face your karma, face the darkness, face the dark time of the soul. All right. Yeah, the shadow aspect of you. Now, there's so much people speaking about April 8th, and they fail to look at the bigger picture pertaining to the twist of the literature that was supposed to give us clarity, but wicked entities design a way how to trap consciousness, made a twist in certain literature. All right, the twist happened in the lower plane where you have those entities that want to control our soul energy, and you do have a twist pertaining to the divine motion, pertaining to the supreme beings. Reveal the information when it's time pertaining to the uprising of consciousness, that those who enter into the state of consciousness, into the state of divinity, shall overstand the codex. So when I say hid or hide pertaining to the supreme beings, there are mathematical equations that have certain meaning that only a conscious mind can understand that. There are word plays, word connection, symbols, codex wording that only a conscious mind can understand. All right. So there's a lot of mix pertaining to those lower vibrational entities using the literature to deceive us. Right. They have their part of it. Right. And you have the supreme beings that use the codex as a form of hiding certain meaning towards certain things until the manifestation of consciousness, the manifestation of our evolution cycle to begin. That those who have the key access are the wisdom to see, the codex and to understand it will be the ones that reveal the information. Okay, so there's many parts to this. All right, because um you're not just gonna get the information like that. There's certain things that must happen to you for you to see the bigger picture, for you to evolve into that state of awareness, into that state of supreme consciousness. Okay, so this solar eclipse is to generate more energy towards the auric field, to heal the auric field, right? The three body problem is the same trinity towards Israel and El, mother, father, and child, negative and positive, which creates light, man and woman that create um life, right? Same principle. All right. The black sun, the red or yellow sun, and the plasmic water that represents the moon. Okay. So all of this coming together as a form of Trinity to bring us back into the original state. All right. In this karmic cycle. The reason why this energy is so powerful is because we're in the eighth cycle, and the eight represents karmic situation, manifestation. It represents power and more. All right, it represent way more. All right, so I'm trying to break this down as simple as possible, that don't be scared or worry yourself that, oh, something bad is going to happen. Demons coming through the portal. No, whatever your mind manifests it to be, so shall it be. All right, because you have psychic abilities too as a human being. So you got to be careful what you put into your dome. All right. So whatever you put into your dome can also manifest into your reality. Whatever you believe, whatever you think it is what it is, in your consciousness. All right. Everyone have their own individual consciousness. Now, as a collective, they want us to think on one level, right, pertaining to the fact that this is an electromagnetic energy connection. This is a solar eclipse. All right. But what is a solar eclipse? What is eclipting? You tell me, what is eclipting? What is eclipting is the divine waters within you and every other water are plasmic energy, the soul energy within you, right? The light within you, all right? And the darkness, the dark matter, those are what are eclipting, all right? So the dark matter represents the darkness. That's where you go to manifest your greatness. It's the pure power. The pure power of everything is dark matter. Huh? So you cannot be scared of the darkness. Yes, there are things in the darkness, but you have to use your light to overcome. Don't stay, don't stay trapped in the darkness. No, don't stay trapped in the darkness. Don't stay trapped in the darkness because the darkness is also a cell. If you get what I'm saying. hmm And if you are stuck in that cell and cannot find light, that means you need to raise a consciousness. You need to raise a vibration. You need to go back to the origin of things, which means you gotta go back to understanding what totality is, harmony is, right? What togetherness is, oneness is, to gain that total understanding of the supreme consciousness. All right? Harmony of God, the power of God, the unity of God, the principle of God through electromagnetic energies pertaining to mother, father, and child. All right? Electromagnetic energy, solid, liquid, gas, the Trinity. All right? To understand the three body problem is to understand the Trinity, representing dark matter, representing soul, and representing the waters. Okay? So this ecliptic energy, this eclipse represent that. Paying for the karmic debt, that's key. Those who continue to do the evilous activities on this earth shall pay within this cycle, within our time, without a doubt. And those who risen up to Christ consciousness, you shall be healed from your karmic debt. So when you see any sort of eclipse, is a form of portal. That's why I said go and check out that show Halo. You can find that show on Paramount. All right. And go and check out this other show, The Three Body Problem, on Netflix. Right? Those are very, very powerful to watch. If you have the eye to see, you shall see. All right. So pertaining to April 8th, which is a karmic cycle event pertaining to the fact that we are in the eighth cycle right now, and we're dealing with um the energy of Aries, which is the head consciousness. We're dealing with collective consciousness pertaining to that energy. And whatever you sow in your mind, right, it shall become a manifestation upon you to what you know, right, to what you believe it to be. All right. So if you see this as healing and as development to your soul contract and to your soul evolution, you will receive more to that divinity, more to that uprising situation pertaining to your soul, the uprising situation based on your consciousness. All right. So that powerful solar eclipse represent that and much more. There's much more that I want to say. So much that I want to say, yo. A lot of stuff. But based on the fact that many people been saying, oh, this is a portal and you have entities coming in. What is coming in is the energy pertaining to the lower dimension and how people can heal from that, to face their darkness, to pay for their karmic debt so that they can evolve. So when people speak about demons, so-called Christians and religious people speak about demons, they're speaking about lower vibrational energies or lower vibrational entities stuck in purgatory, stuck in the magnetic field, the magnetic. So those who are stuck in the magnetic field, the magnetic energy, magnetism only. All right. So, in order for the cycle out of that situation to become healed and restored to the power of God, to harmony, it has to be a flow pertaining to the yin and yang energy, light and dark. It's a flow between positive and negative energy to eternal life. God represents eternal energy, eternal flow, eternal life. It has to be a flow. It has to keep going. If it stays stuck and disconnecting, the energy become disconnected, become a sense of discomfort, a sense of dis-ease, then that becomes an issue, right? Now that means if that that energy is not being fed life or light, it cannot grow, so it turns into something else. All right, and that's how you get confusion, you get all these demonic situation pertaining to that word. All right, things go out of balance, creates conflict, create more chaos, right? Because of the lack of consciousness, the lack of clarity, the lack of harmony. Now, when everything comes together, the totality of God in harmony, then the energy continues to flow. That means those who have the desire, who have consciousness, who have a state of recognizing what's going on in this plane and in the magnetic trap, purgatory, or the magnetic cell, those consciousness that don't recognize the principle of God will continue to stay in their depth, in their death, in that looping cycle until they recognize the totality of God, the harmony of God, the principle of God, right? So the black sun, the plutonic energy, and the soul and consciousness, the state of mind pertaining to your plasmic energy. All right. Remember, the underworld represent Pluto. Okay. Yeah. The underworld down here, the genital area. If you know astrology, right? If you really know numerology, you know what I'm talking about. All right. The underworld becoming one with the light and with consciousness. All right. That's what the eclipse represent. Dark matter, right? Carbon energy coming together with light, coming together with the waters. Three body problem. Mhm. There's more to this. So those who have limited information, limited gnosis, will see it in a biblical um, way pertaining to prophecies and so forth. Now, biblically, people will be speaking about demons coming in and is a portal and all of that, and is God is coming, and it's not being explained properly. Yeah, there's some truth to it, explaining it in biblical terms, right? There are some truth to it, but it's not fully explained. All right. It's a portal for real, yeah, to heal you from your karmic situation or to continue to feed more karma upon the earth for those who haven't learned. It's a halo because it represents the ring, one of the ring of Saturn, right? And Saturn doesn't mean, it's evil and wicked. Saturn means you got to be disciplined, all right? If you did the work, you're going to get rewarded. Yeah, if you did the work. So don't feel like you're just going to be rewarded because you're sitting on your butt all day and didn't rise up to do any form of work. Yeah, you have to you have to work when you're in this plane. And Saturn energy makes sure you go through as many cyclic events to learn that. All right. If it's a stubborn soul or a stubborn demeanor, and you don't want to go back to the totality of what was, then you got to learn. And how you learn? By doing it over and over and over until you get it. All right. So pertaining to the Saturn part or to the Saturn matrix, the Saturn moon matrix, if you didn't learn here and get what you need to get, then you're gonna reloop. They do it again. All right. So to the plasmic energy, a state of consciousness now, going back to the divine waters, to the Christ energy, you reveal clarity, you see through the plasmic universe to gain more insight. So we're dealing with dark matter, yo. We're dealing with soul, and we're dealing with the divine waters that represent the moon. Okay? That's the Trinity, principle of God, solid, liquid, and gas. Goes back to that. It goes back to Israel and El, three body problem. All right. It goes back to man, woman, and child. Yeah. Mother, father, and child. All right. It goes back to electromagnetism. Right. Electromagnetic energy. Right. Vibration, frequency, and energy. Three body problem. Now that eclipse, as I said one more time, represent the black sun, plutonic energy, dark matter, and it represents the soul, right? That yellow sun or red sun, and it represents the divine waters coming together as one. Yeah, one of the rings of Saturn. One of the rings of Saturn, Aries and Pisces as a electromagnetic lock. Aries and Pisces as an electromagnetic lock, which represents the auric field. All right, the head and the feet, right? The aura circulates around to the head, down to the feet, from the feet to the head as the armor of God. Now that specific eclipse represent that. The healing, the restored energy to your elementals, the restored energy to your auric field. This is a long video, a lot of information. So cleansing is a must. Yeah, the real baptism, cleansing your internal self, right? Fasting is a must. Yeah, and having clarity in your mind, no doubt in your heart. All right, prepare to receive more of the power of God. Just see totality, see compassion, feel God. All right, feel God within your being. Yeah, don't wait until when it's only an eclipse to do these things. To walk out in nature, bare feet, to walk in nature and feel holistic energies. Don't wait until it's only April 8th to do such things. Do those things whenever you get the chance, whenever your soul feel the needs to do that. All right? Go and do those things. This is beyond April 8th. The thing is, April 8th represents something so powerful, and is the restored energy, the regenerated energy of your DNA, your RNA, DEA to the auric field, spiritual development to divinity. You have the access keys. Now, what are you gonna do with them? Hmm? You have the access keys to the state of consciousness to become more of God. Are you ready to take this journey on? Are you ready to become your total self? All right. This April 8th is powerful, but it's more solar events happening amongst us, things that we cannot see with these physical eyes. So don't let this April 8th be the only time you wanna rejuvenate. Do it on a continuous basis. Don't get me wrong, April 8th is powerful. The activation cycle started from March 8th. Now we enter into April 8th, dealing with the auric field. When you enter into June 8th, you're going to be dealing with a heart space, with nurturing. When you enter into July 8th, you're going to be dealing with the cycle of the heart space. When you enter into, let me see, December 8th, October 8th, November 8th, um, which one again? August 8th. Yeah, they're gonna be dealing with the cycles within your internal self and upon your physical body, because this is an activation for the body, starting from Aries all the way down to the feet, right? Going back to Pisces next year, when we receive a stronger download pertaining to the the flow of divinity, the flow of divine energy, all right? The cosmic realms being activated within our DNA once more. 2025 represent that. So within this space of cyclic events, in this cyclic cycle, within this eighth cycle rather, within this eighth cycle, we shall be activated in a molecular structured way, and in our DNA, in our RNA, DEA, you know, our cells, cellular structure, and all of that, we're going to be activated on all them degrees. But first, it happens within the spiritual realm. It happens within the spirit, happens within the cosmic energies. It happens within the spiritual world first, okay? Then enter into this physical world to become more powerful, to become more of God. So I hope this video helped, right? Because there's so much that I want to say, and this was done spontaneously. So I hope this video actually opens some eyes, lift up some energy, painted clarity as much as possible for individuals to see the realism. So until the next time, oneness, wholeness, and higher vibration. Keep working on yourself to become the best version of yourself. Real way, no other way.